Hello, Psionic tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Long War. No more messing around edition with me, BlueAnkylo. So, we've been doing tons of missions. I've decided that, you know what? The people of the United States, they don't need us anymore. They're gonna be fine. They will, the local troops, United States has a humongous army. They could just send in some bombers and just destroy whatever's going on. It's just New York. They've got an aircraft carrier off the coast. Don't worry about it. We've got a bigger problem to worry about. We need to focus on our objectives. Panic across the world is pretty good. It's been going down in the last months. Don't worry about Boston. They're fine. We need psionics, and we need to deal with the real enemy threat. Not just this puny shooting down UFO stuff. So, I looked through the roster. I decided, you know, there's one person who's been with us since the very beginning. Like before we even started the XCOM project, back when it was just civilians having fun. There was a member of the team who was with us in the early days, before XCOM was even a thing. And that man's name is Commander. And he is not the Commander. Well, he's the Commander. Okay, you got me there. He's not me. I'm the Commander, but he's like the Commander of the squad. So it seems like he should be the one to lead us. Now, he also has pretty good willpower. Maybe not like Annette Duran's skill, but you know, it's the highest we've got right now, and I don't want to spend any more time. I think we need to deal with the aliens today, now. So let's get him psi-trained. Let's max him out, basically. Commander, how about you learn how to telekinetic field? It's not that hard. You just focus your mind on this sort of viscous body of air around you, and then you don't get shot. It's easy. I can do it. Don't worry about New York. They're totally okay. See, they're fine. They didn't even mind. All right, let's see. You got it. See, Commander, I told you it was easy. Let's go a little bit further though, because that's not quite enough. If you're gonna deal with the alien threat, you need to be a little bit better than that. So you're gonna have to learn how to mind control an alien. Now, they've been doing it to us for like months and months, probably over a year by now. So, you know what they do. They sort of put their hand by their head, they sort of squench their brow, they furrow their brow a little, and they sort of point their hand towards their target, and then a little purple spiral glows out, and then they just take control, and it's easy, and they can control them for like, you know, 3 or 4 turns. It's a couple minutes, you know, it's not that long, and then you can take a break and have a pizza. So you learn how to do that. I'll give you another day, and then we'll be good. Oh, good. We got some more rifles done. Everyone loves plasma rifles. Sure, you know, heavy floater captives. Brazil, I don't know what you want to do with this, but you can have it. It's fine. We got lots. All right, Commander. Good. See, I told you it was easy. Thank you. All right. So, now that Commander is pretty good at psionics. Now, to be fair, he's not the master. If you want to go all the way to the next rank, to level 6, you need 2,000 experience. So I'd have to spend another year or two. Like, I can't just teach you how to do that overnight. That's going to take you a while. Plus, you have to actually mind control an ethereal. I don't know if you even can. I mean, 81 will is pretty good, but, you know, ethereals, they're tricky. So don't worry about that. You don't need those crazy black hole type abilities. You're fine. But you do need some better armor, and I think Annette's been hogging it lately. You know, the new recruit, she's a little bit psychotic, perhaps, but she sure has got a mind. So we'll give her some Aegis armor, that's fine. And she's not allowed to have that psi grenade either, for various reasons. So, Commander, let's put this on. Don't worry, we washed it first. Here you go. Vortex armor.
Done it, Commander.
Sounds awesome.
Dr. Vaughn is confident
I'm just going to equip you some stuff right now so I don't forget. I'm pretty sure
we get started immediately.
It's not a rush. But you're going to bring the psi grenade, right? Because you're the psionic. And if I'd ever spent the time to build more psionic stuff, I'd probably give it to you. But I'm sorry, I just, you know, I didn't spend enough time, so you're just gonna have to make do with grenades. You like grenades. You've got bombard, so you can throw grenades really far anyway. It's kind of your thing, right? So we'll give you the carbine. We'll even give you a pistol for this, a laser pistol. All right. So now,
promotions available in the armory.
let's test this. No, wait, hold on. We gotta wait a little bit longer. Hold on. Yeah, we don't want to leave yet. Sandless is a little bit tired. You know, you gotta wait for the field commander. If he's tired, you know, you don't want to go on a mission without him. Also, I actually want to take McGubbins because you know, we've got to bring an assault. So let's wait a couple days. Sure, it's funny how people want to join the team now. Now that we're in the easy days where people don't get murdered by, you know, plasma rifles and alien grenades very often. Now they join up all the time for free. Sure. Bandwagoners only joining up once it's safe. They probably know they're never even going to go on a mission. Oh, we could shoot this down. Sure. Someone go shoot this guy down. You got to teach the aliens what's what. They're not allowed to come around this place. This planet is ours. And they need to get their own planet.
Target now.
I don't even know who's flying this plane. Just shoot it down. Come on. Seriously. Alright, you got it. Perfect. No survivors. That's what I want to hear. It's perfect. Try to scout Earth? Psh. I don't even know why we have all these scientists sitting around. They don't even do anything anymore. They just play video games, probably. So, McGubbins, you did manage to complete your psionic training. Good for you. Now we're ready to go, I think. Yeah, we've got an assault. We've got, I believe, one of each class up to max rank. Pretty sure. Neither of these two were going to go on the mission anyway, so we don't have to worry about them. So, how about it, Commander? What do you think? Are you ready for the final step?
No turning back. This is what.
Let's see what you can do.
Each of our major victories,
Oh, I forgot to give you the correct purple color. I'll remember to change it later. I know green is like the traditional gear of the engineer clan, but you're truly a psionic now. That's your true strength.
A cloaked ship carrying a being of incredible psionic power.
Right, yeah, we got to deal with that cloaked ship.
The device it sacrificed itself to protect. An immense alien ship has now appeared within our atmosphere. We can only assume that a being of even greater psionic power is on board this vessel. We have already pushed human evolution so far, and I fear where the next step.
Not sure that's exactly how evolution. I think this is like a different word. She might not understand evolution. It's okay. I'll forgive her. This is like genetic modification, and I don't even know what psionic testing is. It's like latent abilities that we let out.
You have succeeded where we.
Perfect. We're already better than you. Just give up. He said we're better than them. Why would we keep fighting if we've succeeded? All right, Commander. That's pretty boss. I like the looks. Temple ship. Here we come. Oh boy, the big one. So, the largest mission in the game. So large, it's almost lag in the game when I clear stuff out. Look at all these soldiers. Man, this is going to be a big mission. I hope I counted correctly. I think it's 12. If it actually is 14, I don't know what I'm going to do with everybody. Come on. Oh, right. The commander has to go, of course. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. 12 is what I was planning on. Okay, so, for once, you know, I will actually go over why I'm picking who, or, you know, basically my thinking, you know, as we select stuff out. First off, Sandless. I mean, there's no choice. We gotta bring the field commander. That's number one. Well, commander is number one. You're number two, but don't feel too bad. Also, before I forget, sorry, but green is for engineers. You are now... Yeah, that's the color. Vortex gear. Should I give you a new helmet? Nah, you're fine. That's what I want to see. Okay. Next up, we're going to want 2 mechs. We only have 2 mech suits. One of them is definitely the Shogun. Like, 100%. There it is. Mark, you've got an automatic spot on the team because you've got absorption fields, light 'em up, heat ammo. There is no denying Shogun is my favorite mech, in the late game especially. It takes them quite a while to get light 'em up. But once they do, and then once they get absorption fields, these guys are great. Very difficult to kill, amazing damage output, I love it. But then, who is our second mech? And this is one that I've struggled over. I have a few really good options. 3, I guess, that I really thought of. The Goliath was out because, specifically, not enough aim and no light 'em up. Very, very tanky, but not much tankier than the Shogun. So, sorry, Goliath, you're not coming along. So what did that leave us with? Well, we've got Marauder and Pathfinder, who are not quite Master Sergeants. They're good, but they're not A tier for me. And unfortunately, the Archer, wherever the Archer is, yeah, it's not that far down. That was like the weakest mech I've had so far. Maybe my own fault, but, you know, I just haven't liked them very much. So, we've got a Jaeger, we've got a Valkyrie, and we've got one more. A Guardian. Now, it depends on what my priorities are. I wouldn't mind to have 3 mechs here if I could have afforded them. The Jaeger is probably the one we're going to take, mostly because I gave him shredding ammo. And this gives us a reliable, non-consumable method of shredding any target we see. I don't want to run out of shredding rockets, and I don't have very many people that have this perk other than rockets. I think Pathfinders learned it, and there might be like one class of normal soldier that gets shredding ammo, but I don't think I ever picked it or something. I can't remember. Point is, I need someone with shredding ammo. Light 'em up is still great. Flush is good. Vital point targeting is great. I think the Jaegers are a solid class. They don't have the highest HP, but they do have some of the highest aim. Now, Kilifron's unfortunately never cracked 100, probably because his base aim wasn't that great. But they do have the greatest aim growth of all classes, in mech or otherwise. So, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take the Jaeger. So, unfortunately, Reaper, the Valkyrie, who was the closest choice other than that, is going to get sidelined. Primarily because I didn't pick shredding ammo. I picked Ranger. And I want to have someone with shredding ammo. I think the Valkyrie can do more damage per second, more damage per shot, once it's got Vital Point and Rapid Fire, because Reaper can take 3 shots per turn, as opposed to just 2 from the Jaeger. And, I mean, Repair Servos is really good. Damage control, not that important. But I think it was a tough call, and I spent a bit of time thinking about it, but I think the shredding ammo is what really won me over. And then the final choice, if I were to think about it, is the Guardian, and this was also a difficult call. For a long mission, it's really nice to have some spare heals, and Restorative Mist plus Savior and a few extra charges, that's really nice. That could save us. I mean, this is the kind of decision that may cost us the mission coming up. And it might have been better to bring a Guardian, possibly. Pretty good Overwatch. Not the best. Well, I mean, pretty good aim. 89 is pretty solid. And just not super offensive, more about healing. And I don't know. I think it's good, but just not quite good enough. I think if I could bring 3 mechs, it would have been Shogun, Jaeger, Guardian. But I can't, so I won't. Next up, we need a gunner. We need more heat ammo than just 1. We've got the Shogun with heat ammo, but we do not have a good gunner with heat ammo. So we're going to pick the boss. The reason he gets first dibs is because he's one of my... I think he's my only Master Sergeant gunner that has heat ammo. I picked a lot of Rangers. There's the Shredder ammo, see? I knew someone could get it. But you can't get Shredder and heat. So that's a tough decision if you want Shredder. Because heat is really, really good. And we're going to be fighting Mechtoids, we're going to be fighting Cyberdiscs, we're going to be fighting Sectopods. We need some good, solid heat ammo that we can rely on. Double Tap helps our damage output. Resilience, you know, it just keeps them alive a bit longer. And then Sentinel, is always good. We're going to give him advanced fire control. He'll be very good on Overwatch. So that covers the gunner. Next up, we do need a medic. I did not decide which medic I would bring. We have two choices by the looks of it. Darkshade or Kittens. We can compare the two of them relatively quickly. It's just 2 clicks away. They're both max rank savior style, I believe. Opportunist, paramedic, dense smoke versus... so this will be the difference. Kittens might be better on this final mission simply because if someone goes down, we can bring them back and have them join in for the rest of the fight. Normally I don't like Revive, and I would argue that Opportunist is probably slightly better. Because if someone is injured, if they go down and you need to revive them, they're already getting a permanent will penalty. You might not be using them very much further in the campaign anyway. But on this mission, the final one, if I can revive someone and keep playing, that's going to help us out for the final couple encounters. So I think actually Kittens wins the match. Just because it was an Opportunist. Now, Opportunist is still very good, but the medic is not focused on damage. The medic is focused on keeping the squad healthy. So, therefore, Kittens gets to join the team. Alright, and Kittens, sorry, you're not allowed to be pink anymore. No, no purple. Purple is for our, for our Psionic, our volunteer only, so I can remember who's who. We got lots of slots left. Bear with me. Next up, we've got Engineer, we've got Medic. That's our support covered. We've got Gunner. We've got the 2 mechs. Let's talk. I think I only have 1 Assault. So it's pretty much obviously going to be Gubbins for no reason other than I'm trying to bring 1 of each class. And I only have 1 Assault. As far as I know, I did build you the way I like it. Lightning Reflexes still might have been a better choice. But you're a little bit better on the DPS, and assuming I can keep you alive, you will, you'll destroy a lot of aliens on this mission. That's kind of my plan. So there we go, Assault. What else are we missing? We're going to need a Rocketeer. So how do we choose the Rocketeers? We have, unfortunately, no Javelin Rocketeers. I was working on trying to get a new Javelin Rocketeer to Master Sergeant, because I think I decided that I like the long-range rockets a little bit better than I liked the massive area of effect rockets. Unfortunately, we don't have any Javelin Rocketeers at Master Sergeant, so they would miss out on the Sprinter or Rocketeer bonus rocket. So then the choice is between Buzz Bunny and... is there another one? Yeah, and Cameron Richards. So on first look... let's see, what would I say? Well, Buzz Bunny has a huge aim advantage. Same HP, same mobility, much less willpower. But I think the aim is more important on a Rocketeer so that we can really hit those clutch rockets. When you can't afford for them to scatter and you need them to work, you gotta get the max accuracy. And this means we'll have Danger Zone and Sprinter. The difference between Sprinter and Rocketeer I've been over. Rocketeer may be slightly more open for customization of different items, but I think in practice they're going to be about the same for us. How many slots left? 4 slots left. Alright. We're going to bring 1 more infantry, because if you remember, Sandless's perks are very defensive oriented. He does not have lock and load. He does not have vital point targeting. I want someone in infantry who can be the DPS. And that's going to be... I got 2 big choices. 3 if you count Enderman. Who's got the best aim? Enderman, strictly speaking, has the aim. But it's only by 2. You know, I feel like if you're going to pick someone based on their aim, sure. We'll go with Enderman. He's the lowest ranking officer here of the 3 choices. But the officer perks don't spread. Only Sandless's apply to the full team. Falding's officer perks would only apply to himself. So, for instance, I believe if Sandless has the captain perk of, say, plus defense for all the squad, Falding, if he had the plus damage reduction for nearby soldiers, that won't apply to nearby soldiers. It would apply to maybe himself, and that would be it. Which isn't necessarily bad, but point is, we're going to go with that extra 2 accuracy over Lythan. A little bit less willpower again, but that's my decision. I'm sticking with it. Alright. I'm missing a class. Who have I forgotten about? A scout! I cannot forget the scouts. I think we have a choice between Lord Prey, who's, you know, a little bit damaged, or basically Jackie Zhang, I think. There's nobody else at Master yet. Nope. We have some more scouts that are very, very close. Nobody's in psionic training. Alright, so I guess it goes to Jackie Zhang just because he's got a bit more willpower. And it is going to be nice to have some people with psionic abilities. So the fact that Jackie can panic and mind fray, that will come in useful. His abilities... Unfortunately, we're not going to have battle scanners with this setup. But it should be okay. I don't think we're going to need them, except maybe at the very end, but... In the zone, aggression, sprinter, resilience, flush. I think this is fair. This is not the perfect scout build, but I don't have a lot of options right now. So Jackie, you're bringing the team, and that leaves snipers, and we're going to bring 2 snipers. So we actually have 3 snipers that made it to max rank. Tells you something about how valuable they are, and they have pretty crazy accuracy. So let's start with Mystery. He's got double tap, disabling shot. So I needed to make sure I brought at least one sniper with disabling shot. Possibly both of them, depending on how I feel. Low profile, no snapshot. Sharpshooter's useful, ranger's pretty good. Alright, I can handle that. And then for the last sniper, who do we pick? We've got Bannister, and we've got Draco. Draco has over 100 accuracy. That tends to lean my... to make my decision for me. Plus 4 accuracy doesn't sound like much, but it might be that little bit that tips us over the edge. Also pretty amazing willpower, to be honest. Let's just double check what he's got. So this time, yeah, this is actually the way I wanted to do it anyway. The only thing I wish you had was snapshot, so that I could, in the zone, shoot, 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 reload, and because of snapshot, keep shooting. Because you need snapshot to shoot after reload. So you're a little bit weak on the in the zone combo, but still pretty darn good. So we'll have one sniper that's focused on group clears, and one sniper that's focused on double tap and disabling. I think that's fair. You might be able to argue that it'd be better just to have 2 of the same, but I think we'll mix it up. Alright. Well, we're 20 minutes in and we've barely even picked out our squad. I hope you're excited about our upcoming mission. Now we need to equip everybody. I'll try to do this a little bit quicker. The decisions for this won't take very long. This will probably be a 2-parter episode, let's be honest. Oh, I always forgot. Particle cannon, 8 to 14 damage, 15% crit, compared to our old railguns, 7 to 13, 10%. So it's a straight upgrade, except for the ammo. We get -1 ammo, we get +1 damage, +5 crit, and a little bit more crit damage. This is kind of why I took so long to upgrade them. I do like that extra ammo, especially when we're using light 'em up so often. But it'll work out. It's actually going to be 4 ammo because we have the ammo conservation project anyway, instead of the railgun, which actually had 5 in practice. Alright, so particle cannon. So what did I pick? I picked a Shogun and a Jaeger. The Shogun is more likely to be up front because he's got absorption fields. I'll give him Electropulse. Obviously giving him a flamethrower. And I will also give him... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll give him the punch specifically because it doesn't run out of charges. And then the battle computer is a no-brainer. There is no perk. There's no item as good as the battle computer for a mech, in my opinion. Kilifron. You get a particle cannon. You get a flamethrower. You get our spare mist, and someone might as well bring the proximity mine launcher. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then, of course, the battle computer. 107 aim. Jaeger should do amazing damage. Let's double check to make sure I gave Sandless the correct gear. That looks about right to me. Hopefully we don't run out of equipment. I never did the math to make sure I had enough armor and stuff. I'm just pretty sure I do. I won't have enough Archangel for everybody. We'll have to move it around. Somebody's gonna wear Titan and stuff a little bit. Plasma Dragon. Smart Gun. I also don't have necessarily enough Plasma Stellarators. We're giving these just to the DPS classes. The Alloy Bipod is good, but it does not apply to the second double tap. So we're going to be giving you a scope so that it applies for both shots. Next up is Kittens. We want to keep the medic alive, of course. We want to give the medic one of our rifles, I think, the way I decided it. The other carbine goes to the Rocketeer. Another rifle goes to the infantry, and then I think the medic takes the final rifle. I was tempted to go triple med kits just because it's a long mission, but I think because we've got Savior, that 6 will be enough charges. That's 60 HP. And we do have 1 restorative mist on one of our mechs, at least. And then the smoke grenade is good because we have 2 chances to use dense smoke, which is pretty darn useful. Next up, Commander's already geared up. Alright, we got 6 more. We're halfway through. Alright, fella McGubbins. So, Assault, always take Walker servos. I'm tempted to just give you the Titan armor. The Archangel is better for the defense. But this gives you a little bit more HP, and we're gonna run out of Archangel pretty soon. And the Assault and the Scout are kind of the classes that can, they have enough mobility that they can afford to wear Titan, in my opinion. We will probably give you the Stellarator. I don't know how many I'm going to have. 2? Hold on, let me think for a sec. Snipers each get 1. Infantry gets 1. Rocketeer does not. Scout, maybe. You know what I'll do? I'll give you breaching ammo, which will apply about 1 extra damage generally anyway. And then probably just give you some extra armor, actually. Nah. 18 instead of 20. 20 HP versus 18 is not going to make a difference. On the other hand, 10% more crit and 10% more aim is just going to help push you over the edge a couple times, maybe to get some really high damage. We really like the crits on the assaults, so there you go. So the Rocketeer was next. Definitely want Archangel on the rockets. Rocketeers, I always give plasma carbines, because for now it applies the bonus of aim to the rocket launcher. It won't in Beta 14. We never got a blaster launcher because we never managed to capture an assault carrier. And I think I'm still going to just leave you with 2 rockets. 1 by default plus 1, and 2 Shredder. 1 for that, plus 1 here. I could... Actually, no, can't I? Yeah, you actually can't bring a 5th, that's right. If you wanted to have 3 normal rockets, you have to take the Rocketeer ability at Master Sergeant. That's right. So we can't just equip a spare. We can't equip 2 spares, basically. Point is, I was going to give you a scope anyway, just so that your rockets don't scatter very much, if any. From without moving, you're at 113 aim, so you'll have, I believe, a 7% scatter, which is 1 tile-ish. And if I steady aim, you'll be perfect, no miss. So that's the way we do it. Next up, Enderman, you managed to get along on the mission. I'm actually okay here. I might just give both of my snipers Corsair and keep them in the rear where they're safe, and they don't need the extra HP that badly. That's actually totally appropriate. Final plasma rifle. The infantry basically always get Stellarators and scopes because they're all about shooting. If you're not shooting, I'm doing something wrong. We do have a Scout, right. Scout can have the final Archangel armor. Gives you great mobility. I think I ran out of weapons. Yeah, I should have built 1 more plasma weapon. And I miscounted. That's fine. a pulse rifle isn't going to hurt you much. It's only -1 damage. And I can still equip you with a beam optics. I should have waited just a little bit longer, done a little bit better math. So unfortunately, I was 1 plasma gun short. Now, I am going to give Jackie the extra armor, because lightning reflex scouts are the guys that are going to trigger shots, and if I can keep you alive, because sometimes lightning reflexes fail, I really want to do that. So that's your job. Unfortunately, you're not a smoke and mirror scout, so I can't give you like double flashbangs or anything. I'm thinking final item, maybe just a scope. One of the good things you can do is you've got in the zone. So you move, you get a high crit chance, you get a high damage, hopefully. Maybe I should give you a plasma rifle instead. Whose would I steal? The medics. The medics. Yeah, perfect. Sergeant Kittens, you don't need a plasma rifle as badly. You can have a... You know, I'm actually going to give you a pulse carbine because your aim is a little bit weak. Yeah, actually, this is a better idea. All right, this works out fine. If I had to spare a carbine, a plasma carbine, I'd give it to the medic. But I think I'd rather the in-the-zone scout do as much damage per shot as you can, so you can possibly kill an entire squad at once. Yeah. And I have just enough Stellarators. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Snipers are fairly easy. We'll go Corsair. I mean, flying snipers is nice too. Archangel snipers. Nothing wrong with that. I don't have enough laser pistols either. Whatever. Actually, no. Commander has one. I can take his. He doesn't need it. Sorry, Commander, you're just going to get a normal pistol today. I don't know why I gave you the laser pistol. I was just trying to max you out for no good reason. Alright. So then the final decision, if I was going to think about anything, was would I switch the armors around so that the snipers have Archangel and can fly? Because flying in the back is actually really good for snipers, as you probably know. Would I do that? Whose would I steal? I should have built 2 more Archangels. You know, to be honest, I could get a Titan armor on Jackie. It wouldn't really hurt much. He loses defense. He gets a bit more HP. I mean, the defense helps him not get hit. No, I like the in-the-zone flanking idea. We're gonna leave it as it is. No flying snipers today, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to deal with landed snipers in the back, and hopefully we can get a high ground good spot. Alright, that's our squad. Let's get to it. Half an hour just to get started. We'll begin our base assault.
Visual on the mission site. Setting.
Temple ship assault. Wowzers. It's been a long time coming. Oh, and someone took their armor off for the flight. Thanks. Oh, I hope this goes well, guys. I'm excited. Temple ship assault, long war. You know what? I'm actually going to cut the video. I'm not meaning to do anything rude. I'm going to put the last video, the end of this, the video you just watched will be a prep video. I will label it as episode blah 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 prep, and then that way the next episode can just be the temple assault. Could start right now, perhaps, but we'll wait till we get to the actual map. Alright. We're ready to go. Next episode, excitement. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Next episode is the big one. See you there.